Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Knows in the gospel of brother, from the standard of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled No Peace Unto the Wicked. I was kind of meditating on some things last night or this morning too, because when I get up, I try to watch some videos and stuff, just try to get my day started, just get me in the spirit. And I was watching a brother from the main camp video, and he was going into how World War III is inevitable, okay? Because they claiming to shoot Pelosi's plane down if she goes over to Taiwan, because we know that China and Taiwan are pretty much at odds, okay? Which China really, Taiwan is a province of China, okay? Just an island that's further down, but nonetheless, Taiwan, they're allied with America, okay? Same thing how the Ukraine was allied with NATO or America to a certain degree, which was actually part of Russia at a point in time. So through the spirit, man, they was like, well, if she goes over there to Taiwan, they're gonna shoot our plane down. Now, that's a rumor of war, like the brother said it, and I'm gonna echo it, because through the spirit, we've been having war threats with Iran, China, Turkey, Russia, North Korea, Israel, etc. But nothing ever really seems to happen or get resolved. So, they're just like, okay, here we go, another rumor of war. But yet, they said Pelosi did go there when they actually shoot the plane down. You know what I'm saying? In my mindset, because, we're used to it tearing, it was like, they're not going to do shit, but there's going to come a time that the Lord is going to allow these heathens to open up on one another, because in Habakkuk, it tells you that though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. And we're in a time now that these things are speeding up, because I was looking at an article yesterday. They talking about that they have flying, basically MOTVs, a flying chip, so to speak, that could kind of survey the land or survey the area and detect certain airborne pestilence. Okay, and it's supposed to be smaller than a grain of rice, but yet they're like micro drones, which micro means small. Okay, so they're showing you that they're trying to wrap this thing up, but yet they're still dragging their feet, because they're holding on to some type of hope of a new world order being established. And to be technically honest, we're like in the beginning stages, or like in the mid stages of the NWO, because this is a total different world than what it was back in the 50s and 60s. And Daddy Bush mentioned it back in 1991, during that State of the Union speech, when he was like, a new world order, and we will accomplish it, okay? And he was very confident and adamant on that particular statement he made. Now, fast forward 30 plus years in the future, you have the world we live in today with momos, drags, transmissions, okay? You got the Me Too movement, you got the Woman's Lib, okay? You got Jake something at an all-time high. Okay, I mean, to the point, this whole culture of momoism is embraced, and it's to the point it's getting out of hand, because we went to a little restaurant, little taco spot, me and a brother Saturday morning to get some Sunday to get some tacos and some food, and the whole restaurant pretty much embraced the alphabet community, man. Okay, I mean, the workers were just outwardly flamboyant, which flamboyant doesn't mean that you're absolutely a momo, but you know what type of flamboyantism I'm talking about. I mean, he was literally like straight up female, and it was like, wow, this is openly accepted, and this is the reason why I see why the Most High has to bring the missiles to this place, because if you pay attention, time is speeding up, days are going faster, but we're getting on edge and we're getting antsy, because it's just like, okay, it's going faster, but enough already. We need something to happen, man, because it's to the point, I was praying to the Lord for some things, man. I was just sending up some prayers, man. I'm like, look, Yahweh Shai, man, I know we on your time, but, I'm like, judgment has to come. You have to do something to remedy what the prophets are going through. I mean, even if it's just a judgment here, judgment there, something to continue to have us hope. Because I know the scripture is going to be in long suffering, but I'm like, sometimes we just take too much abuse at one time, and there's nothing happening about it. And that give these people the cadence to continue to be proud against you, and it really burns your spirit. Because I was meditating this morning, I had a dream last night, But I got so vexed in the spirit by this particular individual, man, to the point, you know what I'm saying? I got spiritual power, and I teleported everybody on planet Earth to like a different dimension. But me and that particular individual, we was on this planet. So basically, you know, they was trapped on this planet with me, man, because that anger, that frustration, and that hurt, and that contention I had built up. You know, and sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes you get pushed to the point that the Lord just release you. You know, but overall, you know, we have to keep our composure. We can't let people try to break us down like that mentally, because, you know, it'll play on your self-esteem. You know, it'll play on your self-esteem if you allow the wicked doers to continue to, you know, say what they want to say and be what they want to be, and let them say what they want to say. But, you know, sometimes you just got to be like, you know what, whatever, man. Do you believe that shit about yourself? So if you don't believe it, then how can anybody else say it? So it's just a case-by-case scenario. You know, because with us, man, when we get to talking to people or cursing them or rebuking them or talking down to them or talking bad to them, it's because they need to hear it. Okay, because it's the truth. It's not the fact that we're trying to belittle people, but it's the fact that a lot of you jakes and a lot of you people in America, you're just too sensitive, and you never want to hear the truth about yourselves because you've been built up with so much narcissistic pride to the point that anytime somebody try to tell you something to correct you, you feel like somebody's trying to play on your emotions or your self-esteem. No, man, you people have low self-esteem anyway because you've been in America too long. Don't blame your low self-esteem on us because you wicked. That's your problem, you know. But anyway, going back to the precept here, Shalom Akim Yahweh Shem Shah Barakatam Salakia. Hosea 4:1, it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, O ye children of Israel." Okay, you Negro, Latino, Native American, you are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible talks about. The Lord is speaking to you through His men. Okay, we know how you people hate to say, "Oh, y'all ain't the men of the Lord." It don't matter what you think. The Most High has us out here doing a service for Him. And He said whether you hear or forbear. So we don't have to come in the spirit you want us to come in. It's just the truth, period. It ain't a lie, it's just of the truth. Alright? And it reads here, and it says, "Ye children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth nor mercy," right? Nor no knowledge of the Most High in the land. That's right. Okay, and if you look at this land, there's no truth here outside of the ministry. Okay, because everybody is living their best lives. You know, America is clearly declining, but these people are so oblivious to it, man. Like when you go to certain states like New York, Cali, parts of Chicago, they feeling the burn. You know, they feeling it, but yet they're still trying to remain optimistic about a failing world. Here in Missouri, the economy is still pretty good, which is really pissing me off, because it is like, okay, the rest of the country is getting fucked over, but this place, you still got these Nimrods here still going to work, you know. But this is a Republican state too, so it makes sense as to they not gonna play ball with the government for real, which sets up for the division. I get it. And I mean, you got bad pockets here because the real estate market is not doing too good here. I mean, they lying and say it is, but the real estate market here is trash. Okay, they said it's a buyer's market, but you buy, you ain't gonna make no money. And it's hard to really sell properties out here right now because everything is kind of in a claustrophobic bubble. You know, if you sell a property out here, you gotta be lucky. But it says there's no truth in the land, and there's no truth in this land. Okay, because like I said, man, you got the YOLO, you live your best life, which that's a destructive mindset. And you got our people, they're cool with being in the lots of the 2/3, man. Certain jakes just gave up the mantle. They put on the cowl up, the cape, and said, you know what, I'm gonna go back in the world. This is too much. This is too much rebuke, too much hell, you know, too much suffering and pain. But hey, shit, read 2nd Ezra 7th chapter. We gonna go through straits in order to get the kingdom. So yeah, we're gonna go through things that seems to be unfair. You know, you're gonna constantly be put in certain predicaments that's gonna test your mental, you know, your mental capacity. Sometimes it feel like you may be losing your mind in this truth. Okay, the prophet oftentimes dealt with situations that they felt like they were bugged out of their mind because there was so much coming at them at once. You got your moments you're gonna break down. You got your moments when you're gonna get emotional. You got your moments when you're gonna need people to vent to, and then you got your moments when you vent and it's gonna get thrown back in your face. So it's just like we have nobody, man, but ourselves in the brotherhood. That's it, you know. But ultimately, man, like the brother said, we all we got, you know, and that's just a real statement. You ain't got your family, you ain't got your children. You damn sure don't have your female, your woman, whatever you want to call her. And that's just really what it boils down to, man. So I suggest brothers to really get acclimated and built up in your prayer and fasting life, because when you're praying and you fasting often, you give yourself a lot of clarity. You're able to handle situations, man. You know, and when you praying and you fasting, a lot of times you have emotions that you didn't even know you had. You know, you'll see things clear, and then Lord will give you dreams and give you revelations. You know, he'll give you understanding. He'll give you patience. You know, just like the last week or so, that was just my week of just venting everything out, how I felt about everything. I was just, you know, and I had my moments when I kind of, you know, I ain't gonna say went off the deep end, but when I got a little irate, but I was able to put it back in control because I just thought about, like, these people are wicked. They don't know the Lord, man. So oftentimes we giving them too much credit. We give people too much credit to do right, and they ain't gonna do right. But you gotta remember, like, the Lord's not dealing with these people, man. He's not dealing with them in their lives. Okay, they may have careers and maybe trying to make so-called power moves in a felon world, but that don't mean the Lord is dealing with these people. The Lord ain't dealing with these people, man. They ain't going through shit. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely ain't dealing with people that's coming against his men. You know, so all you people out there that really think you got to one-up on the prophets, you sadly mistaken. You think you talk shit so as in a thunderbolt don't come to your house that same night. You got away with your blasphemy. No, you didn't get away with it. It's just the Most High setting you up to drop you head first off a cliff, man. And that's what a lot of you gonna find out. You feel like because you call the man of the Lord, or you know, you call yourself trying to put him down or make him feel bad, or, you know, try to demean him or degrade him by speaking a certain way to him. You feel like you got away with it because you ain't instantly get smacked by a semi truck. Nah, every dog got his day. So you people, you ain't getting away with a damn thing. Like, read Jeremiah 18 chapter. Hey, that curse he put upon them, hey, that was really commenced. He was talking about this time, because it was time that the Lord got so, Jeremiah got so pissed off with the Lord because he wasn't really doing anything, to the point he said, I'm not even going to speak you no more. Like, I'm not even going to teach. He said, man, I've been speaking good for these people. You allowed them to dump me in a pit of shit. He's like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm not dealing with this no more. You know, he was really pissed off with it. He was really upset. Same thing with Jonah. You know, Jonah's frustration, it was the point that the Most High didn't destroy Nineveh. He spared it for a time being. That pissed Jonah off. He said, man, you had me going all this. You swallowed me up by a fucking well. Okay, I ran away, probably lost everything around me, and yet you still let these wicked ass people live. That's very discouraging, man. It will fuck with your mindset and make you question yourself if you're doing the right thing or not. Because it's just like, how these people, and that's the spirit 444. That's the spirit, damn. Because, you know, people, when they listen to us, we come hard at them, so they looking at them like, well, shit, if y'all are men in the Lord, then if I disrespect you, then shit, I should be dead, right? No, that's not the case. It's not like that. That ain't how it works. You know, but when you keep your faith and integrity, you know that the Lord is just building these people up. That's just your flesh that get involved. You get frustrated, so you ask for patience. You know, but hey, brothers, man, everybody has their day, man. If they not on this side, every dog got their day. Nobody's getting away with nothing, man. Nobody's getting away with talking crazy to you or your love, whoever, man. Nobody's getting away with shit. And I highly believe that. I know for a fact nobody's getting away with nothing. It's just a matter of waiting it out, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do, you know. Anyway, got a couple more precepts here, then I'm gonna shut it down. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood touching blood, right? There's no laws intact here to stop this wickedness among our people. All right, Malak, Atazah 144, Matthew 12:48. But he answered and said it to them and told him, who is my mother, who are my brethren? Shut up. It says, and he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren, right? For whosoever should do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, is the same as my mother, my brother, my sister, and my mother. Khan. GMS Shalom, Mark in his likeness, Philemon 1-20, ain't about that out in a minute. Yea, brother, let me have joy of thee in the Lord, refresh my bowels of the Lord, right? Going into praying, man. Okay, supplications, getting that reboot back, you need it. 2 Corinthians 12:10, therefore take pleasure in infirmities, right? This is what we go through. And reproaches, because we're constantly reproached for this word's sake. You're reproached by people that's in your circle. It says, in necessities and persecutions and distresses for Yahweh Shai's sake. It says, for when I am weak, I am strong. Because a lot of times when brothers are going through their lowest point, that's when your best content come out, you know. But anyway, brothers, man, I'm at this folly, giving all praises and glory. And I can't wait till this shit end. This shit getting so old, bro. It's like, no matter how much money they pay Jake, it's like, it ain't even worth it. Like, work is just like, whatever. You could pay me $100 an hour. I still don't want to be here. I'd rather be in my home in my bed. meditating, teaching, or asleep, man. That is real talk. That's how you know when Jake is tired, when you can't be moved by worldly shit. That shit is old. Anyway, with that, all praises and glory honor is due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom. Shalom.